Good evening. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network presents the DCTV 4-H Evening News Program for May 2nd, 2018. I actually lost track of the date here. Camera people, Nicholas Husky and Daniel Faulkner. Video engineer, producer, and sound engineer, Edward. Teleprompter and prompter, Myra. News anchor, Devin Harrison. Meteorologist, Hannah. And this is the news director, the man who is very happy that we got 56 hundredths of an inch of moisture, Dan. And now the news.
Welcome to the DCTV 4-H Kids Evening News Show. Help us keep our news show on the air by becoming a sponsor. You can buy a sponsorship by calling 970-677-4119. That's 970-677-4119. Now for the news. The following story is from the Journal. Discover Neon Canyon and Golden Cathedral in Utah desert. Imagine descending a massive stone slab, fording a mighty tributary of the Colorado River, walking up the canyon, whose perpendicular walls glisten, and entering the Golden Cathedral, a deep growing court overarching ceilings. Has 3 apertures, vertical shafts forming natural bridges. This hike is within the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. While you're out there, plan to spend several days exploring the region off the hole in the rock road proximal to Escalante, Utah. This trek is best suited for those who enjoy hiking freestyle and navigating by landscape features in the absence of a trail. After signing the trail registration pause at the trailhead, elevation 5,620 feet to get your bearings from the upland rim. The Henry Mountains may be seen skimming the eastern horizon. Point 5,270 is a standout round dome, marking the entrance to Neon Canyon. Initially, the route bears northeast paralleling the north rim of the Freelands Canyon. In 0.7 miles, you will have Bliss dropped 450 feet to arrive on the Egypt bench. Look back and reference the location of the trailhead. The trail is not maintained across the sandy flat with bubbles of sandstone, random carnies, making navigation more difficult than it really is. The juniper dotted plains is incised with the North Fork and the main fork of fence stay between the canyons. There will inevitably be streams of footprints. A clear trail should materialize at about 1.7 miles south to low-rising boots. The platform tapers to a thin wedge near the appendix. An old stock trail winds down through the broken cliffs into the main fork drainage where large oak trees mix with cottonwood. The North Fork, a spring-fed perennial stream, joins the main horsetail. Willows flourish along the watery way. Down the Escalante River. Arrive at the Escalante River at 3.3 miles, 1,100 feet below the rim, wading downstream, immediately skirting around the initial wall emerge at first opportunity down canyon right. I have been in the river at this location where it was running through deep, cold, and fast. Trekking poles are helpful, protect sensitive gear. Wingate sandstone cliffs are far apart, and the river changes is meandering a course occasionally on the wide floodplain. You will likely ford 3 times in the next mile. At 3.9 miles, locate a petrograph plane down canyon left, proglyph, and down canyon left. It is on a varnished sheer wall above a red bench covered with gray cobbles, and the panel is 20 feet high and no more than 100 feet long. Humans have been pecking images into this wall of records for more than 5,000 years. Neo Canyon, continuing on the river trail. Neo is the first canyon on the left at 4.2 miles. Walking up the flat sandy floor, delicate green vegetation contrasts with shimmering walls. The whole canyon glows. A fallen boulder at 0.8 miles up canyon squeezes the entrance into the cave of the Golden Cathedral, an enormous circular amphitheater with a soaring overhanging roof. Upon the floor is a shallow glass reflection pool. Water is at rest for now. It is hard to fathom that this gentle fluid bore out the entire stone sanctuary over time. Shafts of light stream into the upper reaches of the vault ceiling. Sojourners are enveloped in contemplative silence and peacefulness. Return as you came. This is from Story. Story 2. This story is from the journal there. Sorry. Spring storm brings snow to high country. Spring storm brought rain and snow Wednesday morning to southwest Colorado, and more is expected Wednesday night and Thursday morning. 70% of chance of snow showers through the day. Okay. The Colorado Department of Transportation issued chain laws for commercial vehicles on Coal Bank, Molasses, and Red Mountain passes on U.S. Highway 550. A winter weather advisory was issued for elevations above 9,000 feet in the San Juan Mountains, she said. The mountains could get 4 to 8 inches of snow during the snowstorm. Silverton receives 5 inches of snow as of Wednesday morning, she said. Rain in Durango could turn the snow Wednesday night, she said. The lower temperatures will be 31 degrees. The moistures will help dry fine-prone conditions to a small extent, but much more is needed, said Scott Davis with Durango Fire Protection District. The drizzled slow rain showers are better than violent downpours, he said, adding the best thing for drought conditions is consecutive rain days. This story is from the Journal. Conservation groups agreed to stay sage-grouse lawsuit. A coalition of conservation groups that sue the list of Gunnison sage-grouse as an endangered instead of threatening species has reached an agreement with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. The parties agreed to stay the lawsuit while Fish and Wildlife prepares a recovery plan for the rare bird, which is known for its elaborate courtship rituals. The Center for Biological Diversity West Watershed Project and Wild Earth Guardians filed a lawsuit in 2015 after the bird was listed as a threatened species under the Endangered Species Act in November 2014. An estimated 4,000 birds exist mostly within the Gunnison Valley, with small populations near Dove Creek and in southwest Utah. The stay agreement maintains the bird's threatened status and establishes a 30-month timeline for Fish and Wildlife to develop a recovery plan. Concurrent listing a critical habitat rule will remain in place. An endangered species is one that is deemed endangered of becoming extinct. A threatened species is one that is rare and may become an endangered species in the future. The agreement says the recovery plan should identify immediate to recover and possibly ways to recover, establish population target, and including criteria that may result in removing the bird from protection under the Endangered Species Act. Details all threats to the bird and identify site-specific management actions to minimize threats. Consider the impact of livestock grazing on the grouse and identify management actions to minimize the impact. Release a draft recovery plan to the public for review by October 2019 and submit a final recovery plan to the federal registration by October 2020. An agreement ensures that the Gunnison sage grouse will get a recovery plan before it's too late to save these magnificent birds, said Ryan Shannon, an attorney for Center for Biological Diversity. Habitat loss due to residential growth, grazing, and oil and gases are developed. Predator changes past the current event. Conservation failed to magnificent birds, said Bethany Cotton, Wildlife Program Director at Wild Earth Guardians. We are hopeful a robust science-based recovery plan that will finally get Gunnison sage grouse on the road to recovery. Now here are dumb laws. Dumb laws in Virginia. There's a state law prohibiting corruption practices by bribery any person other than candidates. You may not engage in business on Sunday, with the exception of almost every industry. Police radar detectors are illegal. No animal may be hunted for on a Sunday, with the exception of raccoons, which may be hunted until 2 a.m. We read this yesterday. And the culprit, no one may wash a meal on the sidewalk. In Norfolk, women must wear a corset after sundown to be in a company of a male chaperone. Women must wear a corset. Okay, let's repeat. In Prince Wilton, no person may keep a skunk as a pet. It is illegal to cuss about another. It's illegal to park a car on the railroad tracks. Now here's the railroad report with Hannah.
Our current weather data comes from the DCTV weather station located in the beautiful town of Dove Creek. The current temperature is 41 degrees. The high for today was 51 degrees. The low was 32 degrees. The bubble meter is at 29.80 inches and is steady. The humidity is at 26%. The wind is between 1 and 9 miles per hour from the southwest. Gusts have been up to 27 miles per hour. There was 56 hundredths of an inch of rain measured today by the DCTV weather station. Moisture for the month is 26 hundredths of an inch. Moisture accumulation for the year is 200ths of an inch of rain. Now for the big map, courtesy of the National Weather Service. Two highs are keeping the northwest and the good part of the west clear. Yeah. Three lows have brought in thunderstorms and snow in Utah and Colorado. More thunderstorms with rain are spread across Wyoming into southeast Colorado and Kansas. From Oklahoma into Iowa and Illinois, there is severe thunderstorms are possible. From Texas northeast into Maine, we can count a large area of thunderstorms. That South Florida has the possibility of a severe thunderstorm. Here is our exclusive DCTV 5-day forecast. Thursday, thunderstorms, high 56, low 36. Friday, mostly sunny, high 66, low 40. Saturday, mostly sunny. Saturday, mostly sunny, high 71, low 43. Ooh. Sunday, 75, 48, mostly cloudy. Monday, mostly cloudy, high 77, low 47. Now for a climate change report. CO2, carbon dioxide, is considered a greenhouse gas and is one of the principal causes of climate change. CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, which causes climate instability. This results in significant swings worldwide of moisture and hot and cold temperatures, but the general climate trend is that the planet is warming. Therefore, it is important that we report the CO2 weekly change. The CO2 numbers are in parts per million. Last week, 411.68. Week before last, 411.07. 1 year ago, 409.93. 10 years prior, 387.45. 50 years ago, 325.57. Thank you, Dr. Peter Tan of the National Oceanographic Atmospheric Administration and Michael McGee of the CO2.earth website for this information. Remember, you can help keep our Kids News Show on air by buying a sponsorship. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. That's 970-677-4119. Thank you. Now back to our news director.
And that is the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. This is the very happy news director, Dan, because of all that rain that we got, saying good night and thank you for watching.